Welcome to the Agency Navigators podcast. I'm Roe.
I'm Don.
And we are here today not to talk quite so much financials, a little bit of a different topic. As you know, if you've listened to us, we are CFOs for independent insurance agencies, but we do understand the value of the whole picture.
Absolutely. And if anything, our business is extremely human.
Much more so than anyone would have thought.
Numbers are only a part of it. So we recognize that. And today we're going to talk about an important human element.
Absolutely. So this goes way back more than 10 years ago when I founded RD Advisory Group, the original business name prior to AgencyCFO. As an MBA, I was doing a lot of work locally, trainings and strategic planning and all of the typical MBA stuff. And as a part of the trainings I developed, I realized, and through my own experiences as an employee, that there's a gravitational pull of a leader. So when you think of a gravitational pull, the energy force that people just automatically want to follow. A leader doesn't have to be a boss or a supervisor. This is what I used to teach. A leader was someone that said, let me show the way, and people would naturally follow them.
Absolutely.
And what we see with our agency partners, we're almost 7 years into AgencyCFO. We've been around a long time now and worked with a lot of partner agencies. The effect of an agency owner in their own gravitational pull.
The position of being owner, and oftentimes it's majority owner or maybe sole owner, the words from that owner carry tremendous weight.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two important aspects here. If you're an agency owner, you have to realize that your position is unique. And every word that you speak carries much more weight than maybe you have a management team. The managers might say the same thing, but the owner's words are by far the most powerful and impactful.
Without a doubt. And this, why we included it in this season of this podcast is because already in 2025, and we're just past the midpoint of January, we've had this conversation at least 3 times. The power of the agency owner and that positive impact when they speak, and how it's easy as business owners, and we're speaking from business owner to business owners, how easy it is to get wrapped up in the whole scope. I mean, we have so much flying at us, whether it's clients, prospects, competition, industry, markets, whatever it is, the world in general, laws, regulations. We are constantly bombarded with.
Yes, and it's often easy to take all that knowledge for granted.
Yeah.
You know how the agency is performing financially. You know what the objectives are for 2025. You know a lot of information.
The weight of the world, the weight of the hard market, or clients going through mergers and acquisitions and private equity and losing big business. We've seen it all over the past couple of years.
Now think about the general team. They're hungry for that knowledge that you have. They want to hear.
At least the A players are.
Absolutely. If they're invested, they want to know.
They want to know the whys behind.
Absolutely. How are we doing? The state of the agency.
What? I love state of the agency.
Absolutely. They're crying out to understand, how is the agency performing? And where are we going?
Mm-hmm.
And then how does that impact them? Each individually. If we're going to do something different in 2025, how does that?
What's the why? Yeah. What's the why? How do we help? How many times as agency owners we have said that our leadership team, they don't see the big picture. They don't have the global perspective. Their employees are only focused on their roles. That's because it's up to us as the gravitational pull, the leaders, to widen their universe, to at least give them glimpses of the whys of the words. And it can negatively impact the agency. When we don't do this, it impacts our client retention. If the agency has account managers and CSRs who don't know the bigger picture. Why do I need to cross-sell? Why am I selling in life insurance? Why can't I just do? I have so many renewals to do right now and so many requests for reshops. Why am I focused on everything else? Well, the bigger picture is the overall financial health of the agency, the stability, the foundations, all of that.
Perhaps you're a frustrated owner, but I've already told my team it's never a one and done. In fact, it's counterintuitive. You may feel like, okay, I've given that message and I've given it again. I've given again. You can't over communicate. Don't worry about over communicating. That's your goal, is to over communicate.
So if you have lower retention, missed sales targets, failed initiatives, if you have technology or trainings or strategic partnerships that are not adopted, you need to employ that gravitational pull. You need to just deploy different communication methods in different ways of getting your voice.
Maybe you feel that your team is somewhat disengaged. Maybe you have disengaged team members. Maybe you've suffered employee churn. Well, all of this leads to how strong is that connection, but it has to be intentionally, it has to be fostered.
Absolutely. And we're not saying that you take the place of your leadership team. It is surrounding yourself with them to give this unified message. I am telling you first, the leadership team will be following up and carrying it through. It is a unified front so that there's open communication, there's open knowledge, there's open sharing of resources, whether it's through video messaging, meetings, however it is. Take everything that's in your universe that's spinning in your head, keeping you up at night, and really impacting the agency's performance, and let's get it out there.
There is so much from an owner perspective that can be delegated to the leadership team and to other managers. This is not one of them. There is a uniqueness to the role of the agency owner and of setting the culture, communicating that culture, communicating results, communicating expectation. That solely rests with the owner.
And where this came from, I'll give you a little backstory. Why are we so passionate about this? Well, we've both had, let's say, challenging managers in our own work history when we were employees. And this goes back a long time ago. I had one of those challenging managers. And whenever that person would go on vacation, the owner of the company would come into the department and just sit there and talk to me for an hour or two. It was magical. It gave me hope. It gave me just a sense of assurance that I was seen, I was heard, and changes ended up happening, which helped launch me to who I am today. I will never, ever, ever forget the power, or even telling Don at the time, oh, I needed a talk from the owner. I need him to come see me. I'm at that point where I need that boost. And I've always held that dear in my heart and understood the impact that he carried me through some really rough situations, just organizationally. It happens, but it was a powerful connection that I am grateful to this day. I learned a lot.
Yeah, your words, verbal, written. I've heard many
video. I love video.
I've heard many stories. I've been through with the owners that would write cards, Christmas cards, anniversary cards.
We've actually bought cards to give to our agency owners to send.
And watch the members of the team. They would squirrel them away. They would keep them for years.
A handwritten card from the owner.
Absolutely. So never underestimate the power of your words. They are impactful, valuable, necessary.
Absolutely. So whether it's on video, conversation, via written word, or the one we didn't cover, which I do want to highlight real quick, is owner roundtables. Get a couple of your employees, take them to lunch once a month, mix it up. Ask the owner, whatever it is, ask the agency president. Whatever that venue is, open the lines of communication, deploy your gravitational pull, and you will be amazed that you get buy-in on things you never thought possible.
Absolutely. So for 2025, that may have not been on your radar. Please consider the
Yeah,
power and the responsibility you have as an owner and how that will come back to you.
without a doubt. As always, we are here for you. Please follow us on social media, follow our podcast, our YouTube channel, whichever is your favorite form of communication, or drop us a note. Email us, call us. We are here to help.
Absolutely. Over communicate in 2025 and improve your financial health.
Be well.